Hey, hi, welcome in. Thanks for joining me today at Lighthouse Tapestry. In case you didn't know, we have our website up. Yay! It just went up last weekend. So if you would like to schedule any one-on-one readings with any of us here on the channel, we also have some other practitioners available on the website to help all of you here along on your journey. So if you want to go ahead and schedule some one-on-ones with us, or we also have classes that we will be offering that are available. There are several on the website already, but we will also be adding to it. I know I will be adding a tarot class actually come January. So sign up for that will open up towards the end of this month. So try and be on the lookout for that. Okay. All right, so this is your daily thread, and I'm Wendy, and let's go ahead and get started. So for today's reading, I pulled from the Starseed Oracle. You can see that very well. The Pulp Tarot deck, and I used the Cosmic Journey Oracle. Okay, so I'm looking at Scorpio and Scorpio season, and because that's the energy we're in right now, and everybody has Scorpio somewhere in their chart, even if it's not your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, which this message could certainly be for one of those. But take a look in your astrological chart. It can be your natal chart. It could be, however you're looking at, if you're looking at transits, things like that too. Just kind of with where you're at when you're watching this, okay? Because this message could very well be for you in that moment for wherever that is in your chart, okay? All right, so let's start. The first card that I pulled, just what message needed to come in, what you need to hear with this Scorpio energy is, let's see, trust the timing. Okay, so this is from that Starseed Oracle. And get my glasses. All right. So trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So often those who feel like they're here for a reason sense that time is running out, and they spend their life worrying that they might miss their moment. But the only way to miss your life or your moment is to spend your time worrying about missing it. It's never too late to answer a calling, and you're never too old. The tides of your life are magnificently orchestrated to come in and out in perfect unison. Don't race ahead and ride a wave that was never meant for you. Okay? You waste your precious time and energy when instead you could be enjoying your life. Everything has a season, and you're being called to trust the one you're in. Don't let impatience, comparison, competition, or paranoia disturb the seeds. It seems that everyone has anxiety these days, constantly scanning for something they might have missed or a possible threat, right? Keeping our mind and body pointed in the same direction as our soul is near impossible at such reactive speeds. So slow down, right? Right now, you're being reminded to take a breath and trust the wave you came in on. To trust the season you're in. Time isn't running out. There's plenty of time. There's no rush, and it's never too late. So this happens very often where we are afraid, that we're going to miss that sign or miss that opportunity, right? And so we are afraid of wasting time making the wrong decision, right? And going down the wrong path, trying to find our way. But when we try to control that and we don't, if we don't trust our intuition and just allow things to unfold as they should, then we're actually doing that self-fulfilling prophecy with the trying to control that fear, right? And creating exactly what we're afraid of. So if you're afraid of you're going to miss it and you're wasting time and you try to control that, then that's exactly what you're going to do. So take a minute, breathe, and really trust not just the universe, but your own intuition, and relax a little. Everything's going to unfold as it should. And absolutely, you're never told, and it's never too late. As long as you are breathing, there are opportunities, right? So why this is happening, why you need to pay attention and breathe and allow these things to come in and timing to come as it should, is because you have a message that's coming in. So you have a message that is coming in that is going to help to guide you into your next step forward. This is with the Page of Pentacles, that is going to be about stability, work, money, abundance, and really it can be a new path is opening up for you, or it could be saying, if you're worrying about these things, stop worrying about these things. So instead of, these are all, okay, sorry, with work and money and stability and abundance, these things, especially in our lives, especially now in the time that we are living in, I think most people have it on their mind and they are worried and they're like, oh my goodness, how am I going to afford this? Or how am I going to pay for this or that, or save for the future? All of these things, right? There's a lot of concern. There's a lot of worry there. But if you are scared, like so many people are right now, I know it might feel like a hard ask, but really try to let go of that fear, because it's not serving you. It is not doing anything good for you. In fact, holding on to it and trying to control it and trying to find your workaround, because you aren't quite sure what the next step is will only be to your own detriment. You're not helping yourself. You're going to create exactly what you don't want. So please stop. Okay. Now, what your best next step forward is the Nine of Cups. Okay. So this is saying, like, you, by being in that kind of mindset of really being kind of worried and having that fear and trying to control it, you're what you're not seeing and what you need to be paying attention to is all of the wins that you're having, because good things are coming in. Some good things are happening, and you don't want to overlook those. You want to appreciate those. You want to celebrate those. Okay. In a lot of things, you're already on the right path. You're already succeeding. You're already making things happen. But if you are in this kind of cycle of fear over here, then you're not acknowledging that. And so what I would also ask you to do, along with releasing that fear and allowing, is allow yourself to appreciate what you have had success in. Okay. Allow yourself to accept those wins, accept those gifts that you have coming in, accept, these epiphanies that you've had, or these new ideas, or information that has come to light and has sparked a positive change. These are all wins. These are all good things. You might, or even just having the awareness of things that you weren't really aware of before, right? Having these awakening moments, those are wins. Even if you're not exactly sure what the next step is, try not to get stuck in that fear loop, because what you need to be doing is just saying, hey, that was a win. This is great. No, this is good. I'm on the right path. I am doing these things. I am having these successes, even if they're small. Doesn't matter. They're successes, right? And it's like, I know a lot of us have been feeling like, oh, we've got this, like, this stuff is supposed to be coming in, and these gifts are coming in, and we're having, you know, all of this new awareness and everything. But sometimes we get in this state of disbelief. And here's what we don't see coming: the high priestess. So the high priestess is trusting your own intuition. It is knowing. So I think I put on the title of this, I put what Scorpio, you know, because the high priestess is that energy of you already know, you know the answer, right? And so I think this is so funny because it's like, it's very ironic in that what you don't see coming is that you already know. You already knew that this was coming, but you get in this state of like suspended disbelief that you can't believe that you already knew the answer. And a lot of that just has to come with learning to trust your intuition, right? It's like, so you saw these things happening, you saw it coming, you knew what you had to do, you knew, you know, it, you are having that awareness and everything, but you really need to trust your intuition because you already had the answer. You already knew. That shouldn't be a surprise. But I know for a lot of you, it probably will be very much a surprise. Like, oh yeah, I had a feeling about that. Trust your intuition. Trust yourself. Okay. So our final message from Spirit, this is from the Cosmic Journey Oracle. And so this is wanted. And surprise, surprise, it's 31, which is a 4. So there is stability in all of this, what can sometimes feel like chaos, because a lot of it's just new. But we are building that stability, okay? So this says, universe creators, life simply wants more life, and creation wants more creation. So the important thing here is not how many followers you have or how many people look up to you, but how many other leaders you create. If you make people smaller, they will only diminish in their abilities and lose courage for doing what matters. But by growing and combining with others, you grow. Like Russian nesting dolls, in which the whole of the first is holographically contained in the next, the universe is always waiting to see who gains the consciousness necessary to get assigned higher and higher expanded duties in the cosmos. And that is exactly what we do here on this channel with the Lighthouse Tapestry. We want to help each other and help you to grow and rise up and become the leader. We want the teachers to become, or the students to become the teachers, and so on and so forth. And so that we can create, for every student we meet, we help them grow into another leader, into another teacher, right? That is how we support each other and build this community. And, you know, this is something that is being asked of all of us. And for those of us who kind of hear the message and hear the call and recognize it, we always still have to remind ourselves to be open to allowing that energy to come in, right? Being open to it, and trying not to second guess, and to not control it, and to not get into that cycle of fear where we're just creating what we are afraid of happening. It's a very common thing to have happen, and recognizing it, being aware of it, that's the first step, right? So please take time to care for yourself. Take that self-care, take that breath, and remind yourself things are unfolding as they should. You've already seen it coming. Try not to second guess yourself, and just allow. We're all here to help each other, right? All right. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Check out our website. Like I said, we can do one-on-ones, and we are offering classes. So be sure to check it out and check out our other content on the channel. I think you have a lot of fun with it. it's a really great community, and I'm so, so glad that you are here and making yourself a part of it. So thank you. Until next time.